My name's Judy O'Brien, and I am a dog trainer, and I am here today with MJ and a cute little 9-week-old dog named Hope, who's a golden retriever. And we're just going to work on a few things today to make the transition of having a new puppy into your home successful. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the importance of a schedule. So routine and schedule is one of the major components of making your life easier in the end, and also making it comfortable for both you and your dog. So every day you want to have things set up such as PP time, sleep time, play time, work time. And when I say work time, I mean training time. And training time can actually be considered all the time, but in this case, it's going to be scheduled in. So the first thing I did is I asked MJ to think about doing a schedule, gave her some guidelines. So we're going to review her schedule right now of what their routine's going to be on any given day. Basically what we're doing today is we're going to do a training session in order to make it a little bit simpler for MJ and a 9-week-old pup to be together and to come up with a routine and a schedule in order to make their life way more simpler and way more easier to live with. So basically, I asked MJ to come up with a schedule, and she was going to look at certain things like walk time, play time, work time. When I say work time, I mean training time. Also rest. Rest is a big one. Normally puppies actually have 18 hours sleep per day. So we try to work it in so that they're getting 1 hour of active time and 2 hours of rest. So all those different things work together to make it so much simpler to get to know each other. And that way the puppy knows and recognizes what is expected of it. And you know what's expected at a certain time too. For instance, it makes potty training so much simpler, feeding times, everything. So that's basically what we're going to talk about now. And then we're going to work into some little tips, some little training around how to live with your puppy so that it's not hectic and crazy, and just a calm, nice atmosphere. And that's what we're going to be doing today.
Okay, seems great.
Is that okay?
And the schedule, well, what I thought about the schedule, you know, I did made some point, you know, an important point, but we just got her two days ago, so
Right.
we're getting used, so nothing is normal for now, you know.
Yeah.
We're working on that. So, and what I had planned, and there's some stuff I cannot tell, you know, for the future.
Right.
So if I work like day by day, like on Monday, I have we will wake up. I wake up around 7:30.
Okay.
And I know during the night, you know, she's going to pee, and we have installed pee pad, you know, to help her. And the problem is she's scared, you know, to go down the stair. And we're living on the third floor, so it's and the stairs are very steep, so they're very scary.
Right.
But we don't want to put too much pressure on her, so so we have thought of having something like a baby pouch, you know,
Right. Perfect.
to use, you know.
Okay.
But in the morning, you know, I have a Parkinson, and I'm not very strong, you know. In the morning, you know, have to take all my pills, you know, and I feel weak, you know. So I have decided using pad for the moment.
Right.
So I will show her, you know, the pad where to pee. You know, she's not so bad. You know, up
Right.
now, you know, she's doing half. You know,
Okay,
so
got it.
It's which is not too bad. And we and what I do is I will not go out at first for her pee pee,
Okay.
and let her do it on the pad.
Okay.
And because once she's you know, older and she's able to go down,
Right.
then I will be able, you know, to take her.
Okay.
you know, outside, you
So-
know, during the night.
Right. Is there any point in time during the day that you're taking her out to use the bathroom?
Yes, it would be in the morning
Okay.
after she eats,
Okay.
because she
perfect.
would have a, you know, like a number two.
Yeah.
Number two to do, and so after like half an hour or something like that, I will take her for a walk, like I did this morning. You know, we
Okay.
walk about 45 minutes. You know?
So I guess I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I guess what I'm talking about with schedule is just to get a clear idea of what you're doing daily. So if you find it difficult because of the Parkinson's, which everybody has certain things, right? And it's easier to use the PP pad first thing in the morning or overnight, schedule that in. Actually write it on a schedule and say, between this time and this time, this is what
Yeah.
she'll be using and this is the reason why.
Yeah.
Okay? Then, so puppies after they eat, I can guarantee you within a half an hour they're going to have to go. So after that initial time that she's used the PP pad, now she's eaten, that's when you're going to want to take her outside.
Yeah.
I highly suggest that you write it out. Where are you going to go? For instance, when I was here the other day, I noticed that she goes at the fire department lot where the grass is. So that could be a designated spot of where she could go. So for that trip, you say, okay, we're going to walk over to the fire department's grass and we're going to say pee and poop. This is when you need to go. Okay?
Yeah, actually, she doesn't like the firemen anymore. It was a short flirt.
Doesn't matter.
She doesn't like the firemen anymore.
I mean, I'm just looking for a location. If you
Yeah.
don't want to use that spot, maybe you'll want to go to the park and pick
But
a
I will
spot.
always go to the same park.
Yeah.
You know, which is, and we have a way to do it, you know, all at the
Exactly.
same time.
But what I'm saying is that you want to pick a specific destination.
Yeah.
So if you're going to the park and there's a certain tree that she always goes around, always go to that spot.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if she hasn't gone to that point, that's where she's used to going.
Okay.
And that will save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches. So you're going there, you get to that spot. Well, forget about the fire department. She no longer likes the firemen. I don't know what's wrong with that dog. Anyway, most people like firemen, but okay. So we'll go to the park. We'll get beside the tree that she's used to or where she's gone before, and you will continue to take her to that spot every day at that time.
Okay.
Okay? Now, if you have to deviate for an appointment or something like that, no big deal. But if you do it on a regular basis, she will get it.
Okay.
And you will, and she will stay focused and she will know at this certain time, this is the spot I'm supposed to poop and pee.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
After that, what do you do in the park?
Well, after that, I come back home, and I'm in the morning. I'm inside, you know, doing writing or you know, like
Okay.
doing stuff, you know, for the house. And then in the afternoon, Monday and Thursday, I have an appointment with
That's
the
okay.
with the center where I have physio and kinesio and all those
Right.
specialists, you know, for
Right.
me. So we're gonna have her. Gonna have someone to look over her.
Perfect.
So we're bringing her to her home. She already likes very much. And they like
Right
each
on.
other, yeah.
That's perfect.
So twice a week, you know, she's Sylvie's gonna drive, you know, to
Excellent.
the
So
dog
that's
to her
nice.
home. So for the time, you know, I need to do my
That's perfect.
exercise. The rest of the week, it will be like pretty much the same, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes I have to do some shopping or you know.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
And-
So that's perfect because when you're saying that, then I can say, okay, so in the morning, right, your first schedule is the dog's going on the pee pad, right? After that, she's eating and drinking, and then you're going down to the park.
yeah.
So you're taking her for a nice little walk down to the park. You're going to the same spot. You're asking her to do her business. You've
Yeah.
taken her for say a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
After that, you come home because that's your time to get things straightened out in the house. Well, at that time, that can be your rest time.
Yeah.
So she's had an hour out.
Mhm.
Now you got 2 hours where the puppy can rest in her kennel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then after in the afternoon, like, we will take a walk. We will eat and take a walk, and at night, you know, to
Perfect.
a good walk, you know, with her.
Yep.
Too close to the river. There's a park, you know, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So.
So there you go again. That's perfect. So you're having your time, you're having your lunch, then you're going again, right?
Yeah.
So what you might want to do is feed her. You're feeding her in the morning. Are you feeding her in the afternoon too? When are you feeding her?
At noon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you're feeding her the rest at noon. So while you guys are eating, she's eating
Yeah.
at noon. If she's not eating, she should be away from you so you can eat in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If she's eating, she's finished, now you're going for your second adventure, right? And I call it an adventure. It's energy, right? The dog gets to get some energy out. You get a nice walk near the river. What else could you ask for? Then you find out, where is she going to the bathroom then?
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to the same spot that you went in the morning, and you can say poop and pee. So you have a designated spot and continue your walk.
Mm-hmm.
Or say she won't go there at that point in time, you can pick a second spot on your tour of your walk or wherever you go, your route.
Okay.
And if she goes there, then you note that and say pee and poop. So you have two spots that she goes.
Okay.
You got it?
That's great. That's
Yeah. So you're doing your tour, you're relaxed, you've had a great afternoon, now you're getting a little bit tired, the sun's out, you're sunburnt. Well, maybe sunburnt. You've done your tan anyway.
great. Yeah.
So you come back home, okay, she needs to rest. She's had her activity, she's had her time, she needs to rest.
Okay.
Okay? Now during that walk, there's a few different things that you can do. You might want to schedule in a 15-minute training time. So some of the things that we go over together, you can practice at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You probably want to do 2 scheduled training times per day. If you only get one in, no big deal, because people don't realize some of the everyday little things that we do, training time is all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So little things like, okay, well, you're going to feed her, right? You're going to feed her in the morning.
Yeah.
You ask her to sit and rest before she eats. That's training. Training right there. Doesn't take a lot of effort. It's just a little bit of training as you go. Say she's jumping up on you in the kitchen and she's being unruly, right? You might put the lead on her. You might step on it. Wait till all 4s are on the floor. Give her a treat. That's also training time. It's not scheduled, but it's something that you can do every day, right? And that way you get a well-behaved, calm, respectful, right?
Yeah.
Dog, something that you can enjoy all the time.
I read some place that you have to go in front of the dog, okay?
Mhm.
But for me, I have to adjust here because the stair is high,
Mhm.
and I noticed that it would better that she doesn't have a leash on because she can, if I'm not going enough, fast for her, she can fall down, and if she and at the same time I can fall down too.
Oh, I hear
And
you. Yeah.
It's better, like she's going very fast sometime, and it's better to let her go first upstairs.
For now, it probably, you have to be aware of those things. But in the end, okay, once the dog's trained, you're not going to have any of those issues. You're not
Okay.
going to worry about her skipping down too fast. You're not going to worry about her taking you forward, right? You're going to have a dog that sits, waits, and only goes on your command.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're working towards. Now, for now, if that's happening, we'll learn ways so it doesn't happen. You do what's safe, okay? But I'm telling you, in the end, you will have a dog that will sit, wait, and only go on your command.
Okay.
Okay? Now, she's 9 weeks old, right? Not going to happen overnight. It's something that has to be repeated. It's like the puppy pee-pee pads. You have to continually take her to it, continually take it to her. You have to see things like, okay, she's sniffing around, automatically take her to the pee-pee pad, right? Repeat. Accidents are going to happen, mistakes are going to happen, but in the end, you're going to have a dog that's fully poo-poo potty trained, and you're going to have a dog that only listens to your command,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all those things are coming. Right now she's 9 weeks old and she's like a puppy. She's like taking some things in and we can't overload her, but she's taking things in. And one thing I did notice about Hope is she is one smart cookie. Like she does pick up things pretty quickly, and she likes to please, which is really important. It's just like when she first met you, the connection between you and her were instant. Like and now I'm here, like you've only had her for a couple of days and I already know that she's connected to you, right? She's also connected to Sylvie. I can see that, right? So she likes to go to Sylvie too. You're kind of the playmate. You're kind of the mother. Okay?
Yeah.
But you won't be the playmate for long. It's all good. Well, I mean, it's something else we'll go over today too about chewing and what to do. But like I said, we have to be continual. You have to continue to do things like stick it in her mouth, stick it in her mouth, stick it in her mouth, right? You know, when she's here, assis, coucher, rest, right? So you have to keep repeating these things sometimes.
Okay.
And I know it sounds like a lot of work, but it's not really. And then you can add all those other little simple things that we do every day that we don't even realize we're doing the training at the same time.
Okay.
You know, remember when I had said, you know, you want her sitting at the front door waiting, you enter first, she comes after, so she knows that you are the leader and she's the follower. So little simple things like that will continue.
Okay.
With continue practice, you're going to have an amazing dog.
Okay, great.
And she's going to have an amazing leader, right? But anyway, so normally what happens is puppies get hyper and they have this time in their life where they're like all over you and they're jumping all over you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a little exercise that's pretty well worked already, which is fine. You'll get the main of it. So basically what you want to do is you just want to sit here, put your head down, and totally ignore her. Okay? So if she's jumping up and she's being foolish and crazy, and actually I'll be the dog because she's not helping. So say she's all crazy and she's like pawing you and, you know, scratching you, rough, ooh, rough, and put your head down. You show no reaction at all until, you know, you just like, totally ignore until she's like, I don't know what to do here. And then she basically ends up like this. Okay? I know it sounds weird and I can show you a video of a real hyper puppy doing it. But since she's like this, it doesn't matter. She's pretty well okay.
Okay.
So that's one for hyperactivity. I'm just laughing because she's not hyper. Okay. Now, I highly suggest for the first, might be month of her life, leave the lead on her. Okay? So you got a puppy, you're bringing them home, and they're going to go all over your house. They're going to go into things, they're going to check things out, they're going to sometimes get into things that you don't want them to. They may try to chew your furniture, eat your food, rip paper, all those things. So what a lot of people do is they'll just keep a lead on them. So right now she's innocent as heck, but say she decides she's going to eat some paper. I just scoop this up, bring her over. Assis? No. Okay? Or say she's jumping all over you. She's got her legs all over you. She's standing up. You're sitting in your chair. You're just trying to relax. You can step on it. Okay? When all her four feet are on the floor, you success. Good girl, give her a treat. It's perfect. So also, one little trick that we do is, we call it, there we go. We call it sit on the dog. So you're having people over And sometimes the dogs get crazy and they want to jump all over your company and they're just doing all these different things. You take this, you put it under your butt, and you sit on it. You just give them enough room so that they can either sit down or lay down. So the object of the thing is normally, Hope is very obedient, as you can see. However, if she was not, she would be kind of walking around, she's whining a bit, she's carrying on. I'm totally ignoring her. But when she lays down and stays or sits, and she's in that position and she's calm and relaxed, that's what I want. Okay? And that way when you do have company, it's automatic. You've got a nice dog that's sitting there, relaxed, calm. You can converse with your friends without them being all over everybody. And this is what you want. So basically, what I just talked about is she's all hyper, she's going crazy, she's jumping up on you, just step on it. That's all you have to do, so simple. You just step on it. She does not get any treat until all fours are on the floor, and you just keep repeating that. Again, we call it sitting on the dog. You just slip this underneath. You give them enough room to either lay down or sit. When you're having company or you just want them to, be comfortable in your own areas so that they're not on you constantly, that's all you have to do. And you just repeat this and repeat this and repeat this. And then they say within 6 weeks, you should see signs that they automatically start to get it. Or some dogs take a little bit longer, and that's fine. But once they do get it, you have a great dog where company can come over. They're not all over them. They're not jumping on them. Or you can sit at a table without the dog scratching at your leg and carrying on. And you can both be in a calm state, right? Is obviously very tired. She's decided to sleep on the floor. Now she's going through the process of crate training. So this is an example of what you should do. So she's sleeping. Just pick her up. Oh, hello, baby. Hello. Slip her into her crate. Let's stay. And then it's rest time. So now she knows that she can have a little sleepy. She's not bothered by anybody. You know where she is. She's all safe and comfy, and she's tired. So that's perfect. I mean, this is all proper crate training. Awesome. And look at that. She's sleeping with her lammy pie. Perfect. Excellent. And that's all you have to do is to keep that up. Just keep that up. And then you always know where she is, because at night it might be preferable to have her in a crate.
Okay.
And then she can't wander around, and you will hear her when she has to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Should we close the door?
Of course. Close it and shut it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's going to wake you up if she has to go anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And that way she's not wandering all over the house.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're on a schedule, you've got her where she needs to be, and now it's rest time.
And should we put on the leash at the moment that we're taking off her? It's to bring her to the pee-pee pad?
You can. But once she's out of the crate, just slip the lead on her and draw her over to the pee-pee pad.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, okay. Perfect.